Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. And today it's a topic that all of us are all the time uh, surrounded with. So today we are going to talk about something that most people don't even realize that they are carrying. That is guilt. Not the guilt that arrives when we knowingly hurt someone, but the guilt that quietly settles into our personality. The guilt that becomes part of how we live. Hmm? Have you ever noticed how some people cannot sit down and rest without feeling guilty? The moment they stop doing something productive, an inner voice tells them, you should be doing something useful. Or perhaps someone asks for a favor, your schedule is full, your body is tired, your heart wants to say no. Yet somehow the word yes comes out. Doesn't it happen? And then later you feel exhausted, resentful, and depleted. Not because you wanted to help, but because guilt convinced you that saying no would make you appear selfish. Yeah? Many of us learned guilt very early in life. Sometimes through loving parents who unknowingly taught us that being good meant being compliant, to follow everything that they said. Sometimes through family systems, where children become the caretaker of adults' emotions. Parents keep on saying certain things, which are very sad or painful or something that is not suitable or hurting them or, some kind of situation. So you take it upon yourself to kind of take care of that emotion which the parent is going through because of guilt. That you can't hurt them or you don't want to see them hurt. Sometimes it happens through religion. You feel guilty if you have not done those prayers. You feel guilty if by mistake you have eaten non-veg on a vegetarian day. Yeah, it happens. And sometimes even, through culture. Depends on what kind of environment and cultural, learnings they have been for you. So if you see something different or if you're made to ask to follow something different, not follow as in follow, but to acknowledge it, you feel guilty. How can I do this? I am a so-and-so, one religion or culture. How can I follow what they are saying? Or how can I allow myself to agree to what they are saying? Sometimes it happens through repeated messages, like think about others first. Good girls don't disappoint elders or people. Good sons always take care of their parents and they always sacrifice. Family comes before everything. Your needs can wait. And slowly, a child learns something very dangerous. My worth depends on how much I give. My value depends on how much I sacrifice. My love must be earned. And guilt becomes the invisible tax that we pay for existing. Do you agree with it? I won't mind some thumbs up coming up so that people know. I know that you're understanding what we're talking about. Yeah. Then guilt begins wearing many disguises. A mother feels guilty for working. Working means outside home. She feels guilty about it because she's leaving her children at home or leaving, some responsibilities at home. And then she feels guilty also for staying at home and having given up her work. A retired person feels guilty for resting. A successful person feels guilty for earning more than others. It happens. I mean, you might think, that if a successful person is earning, why should he feel guilty? But he may, in comparison maybe to his siblings, to his, or he would like to, not tell them the total truth because he feels guilty if I tell them, what I have. They may hurt, or they may curse me, or they may do anything else. Someone who's recovering from illness feels guilty for needing help. No, I'm okay. I don't need it. I don't want it. I'm okay. I'll manage. It could also be a financial help. It could also be just a sort of care that is being rendered. Someone leaving a toxic relationship feels guilty for choosing peace. Because you feel guilty leaving the relationship if you've been in that relationship for many years. Someone saying no feels guilty for disappointing people. Someone saying yes feels guilty for abandoning their own self. So, if you notice, no matter what anybody does, guilt always finds a way. Then there is ancestral guilt. The guilt inherited from generations that survived hardships. Families that believed that suffering was noble, that if you sacrifice, that is love, that happiness must be earned. And if you have abundance, that should be distrusted. Again, enjoying life meant being irresponsible. So without realizing it, we inherit those emotional agreements. And we begin punishing ourselves for experiences that are not even ours. Somebody else went through it across generations, and we are punishing ourselves for those experiences. Now, some guilt also comes from past mistakes. A conversation we wish we had had or handled differently. A relationship that ended painfully. A decision that hurt someone. A missed opportunity. A regret. And even after life has moved forward, we keep replaying that scene, those scenes, again and again and again, as if self-punishment will somehow rewrite history or change the patterns if I go on punishing myself. But guilt cannot change the past. It only steals energy from the present. Remember that. I repeat, guilt cannot change the past. It only steals energy from the present. And this is where guilt becomes costly. Because guilt affects much more than emotions. Remember this, guilt affects much more than emotions. It affects relationships because then you overgive, over-explain, over-compromise. It affects money. You may want to show less or undercharge or undervalue yourself. Guilt also affects success. You sabotage opportunities because part of you feels undeserving. It affects health. You carry stress, tension, and emotional fatigue. It affects your happiness because guilt convinces you that joy must be justified. What if guilt was never meant to be your permanent residence? What if it was only meant to be a messenger, a temporary visitor, a teacher, something that wanted to show you the brilliance? Yeah? And not make it a life sentence that we keep suffering from that guilt. So today, we are not here to fight the guilt. We are here to release the burdens that no longer belong to us and that we have stored in so many chakras of our body. We are here to remember that growth requires responsibility, but healing requires self-forgiveness. And that is the difference. Okay? So let's begin. Sit comfortably. Close your eyes. Relax your jaws. Relax your shoulders. Relax your stomach. And we'll do some yogic breathing. Take a slow breath in through your nose for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale from your mouth for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Keep doing this. And as you breathe in peace, hold awareness, breathe out guilt. So now do it again. Breathe, peace, hold awareness, breathe out guilt. Continue at your own rhythm twice. With every exhale, imagine all guilt leaving your body like a gray mist dissolving in light. Breathe, release. Breathe, release. Return to normal breathing. Invoke your healing masters, healing guides, healing angels, your higher consciousness, radical consciousness, love consciousness, prosperity consciousness, your teachers, mentors, gurus, guides, and all the frequencies that you resonate with. Seek their guidance, seek their support, seek their understanding, seek their help to let go and to release the energy of guilt that has been stagnant in you for so long in such a way that as you journey on in life with awareness and self-awareness, actually, you make it easier for yourself to connect to the eternal consciousness and the primary source energy. Collect all your personal thoughts and emotions wherever they are scattered in the universe. See them entering you, centering you. And when you feel centered, take another deep breath and recite with me or after me. With soul's love, I acknowledge the guilt I have been carrying. With soul's love, I acknowledge the guilt that I have been carrying. With soul's love, I acknowledge the guilt that I have been carrying. With soul's love, I release guilt that no longer serves my growth. With soul's love, I release the guilt that no longer serves my growth. With soul's love, I release guilt that no longer serves my growth. With soul's love, I forgive myself for mistakes made from limited awareness. With soul's love, I forgive myself for mistakes made from limited awareness. With soul's love, I forgive myself for mistakes made from limited awareness. With soul's love, I choose learning over self-punishment. With soul's love, I choose learning over self-punishment. With soul's love, I choose learning over self-punishment. With soul's love, I release inherited guilt from family, culture, and ancestry. With soul's love, I release inherited guilt from family, culture, and ancestry. With soul's love, I release inherited guilt from family, culture, and ancestry. With soul's love, I honor my needs without apology. With soul's love, I honor my needs without apology. With soul's love, I honor my needs without apology. With soul's love, I allow myself to say no with kindness and confidence. With soul's love, I allow myself to say no with kindness and confidence. With soul's love, I allow myself to say no with kindness and confidence. With soul's love, I release the belief that sacrifice is the only proof of love. With soul's love, I release the belief that sacrifice is the only proof of love. With soul's love, I release the belief that sacrifice is the only proof of love. With soul's love, I accept that caring for myself is not selfish. With soul's love, I accept that caring for myself is not selfish. With soul's love, I accept that caring for myself is not selfish. With soul's love, I release guilt around receiving support, love, and abundance. With soul's love, I release guilt around receiving support, love, and abundance. With soul's love, I release the guilt around receiving support, love, and abundance. With soul's love, I free myself from the burden of unrealistic expectations. With soul's love, I free myself from the burden of unrealistic expectations. With soul's love, I release myself from the burden of unrealistic expectations. With soul's love, I stop carrying responsibility for choices that belong to others. With soul's love, I stop carrying responsibility for choices that belong to others. With soul's love, I stop carrying responsibility for choices that belong to others. With soul's love, I release guilt attached to success, visibility, and achievement. With soul's love, I release the guilt attached to success, visibility, and achievement. With soul's love, I release the guilt attached to success, visibility, and achievement. With soul's love, I honor the lessons of my past without reliving them. With soul's love, I honor the lessons of my past without reliving them. With soul's love, I honor the lessons of my past without reliving them. With soul's love, I choose compassion instead of self-judgment. With soul's love, I choose compassion instead of judgment. With soul's love, I choose compassion instead of judgment. With soul's love, I trust that healing does not require suffering. With soul's love, I trust that healing does not require suffering. With soul's love, I trust that healing does not require suffering. With soul's love, I release guilt stored within my mind, body, and energy field. With soul's love, I release the guilt stored within my mind, body, and energy field. With soul's love, I release the guilt stored within my mind, body, and energy field. With soul's love, I allow joy to enter my life without any justification. With soul's love, I allow joy to enter my life without any justification. With soul's love, I allow joy to enter my life without any justification. With soul's love, I embrace my worthiness exactly as I am. With soul's love, I embrace my worthiness exactly as I am. With soul's love, I embrace my worthiness exactly as I am. With soul's love, I choose freedom, peace, and self-forgiveness. With soul's love, I choose freedom, peace, and self-forgiveness. With soul's love, I choose freedom, peace, and self-awareness. Allow the words to settle in. Allow your mind, body, and soul to receive them. Take a deep breath in, and now imagine a golden light entering through the crown of your head. Let it flow through your heart, through your stomach, through your legs, through your feet. Exhale slowly. Once again, imagine it with the golden light flowing through your heart, your stomach, your legs, your feet. Exhale slowly. Imagine every remaining trace of guilt dissolving into the earth. Again, breathe in worthiness. Breathe out self-condemnation. Breathe in acceptance. Breathe out punishment. Take another deep breath to absorb this. See the golden light spreading all over, releasing all the guilt that may still be stored in your cell, muscle, fiber, tissue, organ, chakra, and systems of your body. And as you breathe in and exhale, see it all dissolving and returning to Mother Earth through your feet. Keep your eyes closed. And what is your higher consciousness wanting to say to you? You were never asked to become perfect. You were only asked to become conscious. Mistakes are not evidence of failure. They are evidence of your participation in life. Do not use yesterday's understanding to judge yesterday's choices. Use today's understanding to create tomorrow's choices. Release the need to carry emotional debts that have already been paid through learnings. Choose responsibility without blame. Choose awareness without judgment. Choose growth without punishment. And if and when guilt appears again, simply ask, is this helping me evolve, or is it simply helping me suffer? And then choose wisely. Live your life with full awareness and wisdom. And the mantra of the day for you is, you can say it loudly to yourself, I release guilt. I release guilt. I release guilt. I embrace wisdom. I embrace wisdom. I embrace wisdom. I choose self-forgiveness. I choose self-forgiveness. I choose self-forgiveness. I walk forward in freedom. I walk forward in freedom. I walk forward in freedom. Take a gentle breath. Smile. See yourself feeling free. Smile softly, feeling the lightness. Feeling yourself, having given yourself permission to release the guilt. Smile. Knowing fully well that you will carry these lessons forward and that the burdens may stay behind, not with you anymore. Take another deep breath and now rub your palms together. Massage your scalp, cup your eyes, massage your face, your neck, your shoulders, your arms, your body, your legs, your feet. Feel the energies synchronizing and aligning. And when you feel completely synchronized and aligned, take another deep breath and open your eyes. Thank you, Pratik.
First of all, thank you for the topic.
Thank you.
Much needed.
Sorry, I can't hear you, Seema.
I said much needed.
Thank you.
Yes, so thank you. Yes, it was a beautiful recitation. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Nigda.
Hi, ma'am. Thank you so much. Like Seema said, much needed topic. I think, like you had written, it governs most of our life. And as you spoke about releasing it, I saw the release. It came out in the form of a snake. And for a moment, I didn't know what to do.
Okay.
And then I said, you know what? Thank you. You are as divine as I am. Thank you for having guided me all these days. And I choose to liberate you. You liberate me as well. And then I saw it sort of return back to Shiva. And that was a very profound thing for me. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Welcome, welcome. Thank you for your input. Yeah. Yes, Nina.
मैम वही बात के आज काफी जरूरत थी
हाँ,
काफी रिलीज हुआ आज ना
हाँ।
ओवर अटैचमेंट विद किड्स तो काफी कुछ मतलब मुझे ऐसे लगने लगा कि अब मैं रेडिकल से प्रॉपर जुड़ी
देखो आपको कैसे डोर से खींच खींच के ला रहा है अपने पास. Yeah, yeah.
हाँ जी हाँ जी
Point is, over attachment with kids also comes from a space of guilt.
ओके
Because we feel we have not done enough or we should not be seen as being a parent who doesn't do enough. तो वो गिल्ट लेके हम ओवर अटैच हो जाते हैं and then we do things for them and they get so used to it that life for them becomes, a pattern that if you change anywhere, then they cannot accept it. Then you start feeling guilty more. So that pattern will continue to go on. But once you learn awareness, once you learn with self judgment, I mean, not doing self judgment, but understanding with wisdom and awareness, this is okay, but this is not okay, which is fine. And everybody has to live their cycle of life. You can't live it for them. Correct?
यस मैम
So,
बीइंग अ सिंगल पेरेंट ना वो बड़े करते करते हम बड़े ही नहीं हुए ना हम कहीं रह गए हैं हम अब बड़े हो जाएं और थोड़ा डिटैच होना इम्पोर्टेंट है
yes. So you'll do that now. Slowly, Radical is guiding you, helping you, and taking you along. So don't worry. Everything will work out for you. You'll start feeling the shift in your life. Okay?
थैंक यू सो मच मैम
Yes, Ruby. Thank you.
Morning, ma'am. It was so wonderful. And my feedback here is very different because, unlike others, I felt very disinterested and I was sleeping.
Okay. So if you want to listen to it again, you can always go back to the recording.
No,
Yeah?
no, I felt like I don't have any guilt. So I was just listening. This is what I felt.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Yes, Sharon. Nice to see you, Sharon.
Hi, Auntie.
Hi. Hi.
It is a really great reminder because I do believe that guilt is a very big factor. It's woven in our fabric as you introduced it so beautifully. The one thing I have learned because I've got two kids and I've got a husband, and I feel guilty because I can do so much more for them, but I have to with Radical I have learned to let them learn their own lessons. It's huge, difficult, but to all the people listening, it's let them learn their own lessons. If you try to protect them from something, they're going to get that same lesson in another form. Thank you,
Absolutely.
Arpi, so much. This is an amazing subject. It's a very deep subject. No one talks about it. But seriously, in every part of life, we suffer with guilt for some
Yes.
reason or the other. Thank you so much for explaining it so beautifully.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. Let me just read the chats then, what is written here. So, Pooja says much needed. Sagri, thank you. Nina, thank you. Thank you, Sri Vidya. Thank you, Pooja, again. Thank you. As you said, Sharon, apt topic. Soumya says gratitude, man. Grateful to you and your loving guidance. Thank you so much. And then Pratiksha says, so many facets of life get engulfed by guilt. Love the messages from the higher consciousness, all of them, especially the statement to see mistakes as evolving and participating in life. Yamini says, thank you, Shalu, thank you. So lovely to have all of you here. Thank you so much. Yes, Ritu, I think that will be the last one.
Yeah, yes, I have observed a layer of smog over my head when you were saying that guilt, and yeah, it was very dark, and gradually it turned, but not completely. Probably I'll do it again then.
Of course, keep doing it because I know you are really determined and it's not coming from a space of just, कि मुझे करना है. It is from a space of releasing all that is, stored inside you for so long, Ritu. So yes, you can do it again. See how it shifts. If it shifts colors, becomes purple, pink, white, whatever, we know that those are the colors of the beautiful angels and masters and guides, who come in all the soft, lovely colors. Yeah. So no worries. All the best to you for that. Yeah.
So, master, we could see masters in the form of colors.
Yes, if you want to. It is up to you to decide how you see the masters. Don't think that, you'll get to see the masters as a real thing. It'll be an indicator. They come as indicators, it can be in a body sensation. It can be suddenly, it could be anything. You can't quantify that a master has to come to the master. It depends, if you're a clairvoyant, then people can see it very easily. If you're a clairaudient, that is, you can hear. So then you'll see it differently. And if you're a clairsentient, then it would be, you'll feel it somewhere in the body, some kind of sensation, vibration, or
Depends
some
upon my
all.
sensories.
So it comes in very many forms. So don't think that it has to have, as I said, don't put yourself in boxes and try to quantify everything. Okay? Yeah. Okay.
Thank
So
you.
what is Sharon's, Pratiksha says, Sharon, thanks for saying that even if we can do more, we sometimes need to hold ourselves back to let others learn and grow. All right. Wow. So Sharon has also written the mantra today and in the group. Lovely. What a beautiful participative crowd I have. Love you all. Thank you so much. And tomorrow is a very interesting Fulsome Friday. We have a guest coming and who will be talking about the relation of skin, which is the biggest organ of our body. She's a doctor, one of us, Dr. Preeti Sarvadekar. She will be talking about all skin related issues and how it is related and how with Redikall we are going to help you resolve it. So do come in tomorrow for the Fulsome Friday also. Okay? Great. All the best. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.